Today, I'm going to take you through a quick warm-up, wind-down flow to help the body move those joints, stretch those muscles, and either ease into your next movement practice or wind down and get ready for bed. So let's start standing with our feet sit bones distance apart. And I want you just to start by swaying your weight side to side, just sort of taking some of that weight distribution and moving it from one foot to the next. Good, go ahead and balance in the center of the arches of those feet. Lift your right heel off the ground and just start to draw some circles on the ball of that foot, really allowing the ankle stretch through all of its ranges of motions. And then take it to the other side. Good, set that heel down. Let's lift up the other heel. And again, just sort of massaging the ball of that foot in a circular movement into the ground. Switching directions here and just allowing that ankle to experience all the ways in which the joint is meant to move. Good, from there, set the feet down. We're gonna start with a little shake of those wrists. So keep the fingers nice and light. You can move the arms up and down as you go. Just starting to open up the fascia here in the wrists, elbows, even all the way up into the shoulders, allowing the lymphatic system just to start draining a bit of those toxins out of the way. Good, clasping the hands together, interlacing all of the fingertips, just a few little wrist circles here, one direction, and then the other. Good, setting those hands down, pressing them into the sides of the thighs. Take an inhale, let that spine get long, and on the exhale, just drop one ear to one shoulder. Without side bending here, just feeling a nice stretch through that upper left trap. And then let your chin fall down to the center and roll left ear to left shoulder. Feeling that pressing of the right hand into the thigh without the side bend, rolling the chin back to center and then lifting it up. Hands find the tops of those shoulders and think of with the elbows drawing big circles, maybe the size of a dinner plate or basketball here. It could even be as small as a grapefruit, depending on your shoulder flexibility. And then take it the other direction. So really we're just allowing the elbows to move those shoulder blades around. 2 more times, moving it back to open the chest. Good, and then shake it all off. From here, stepping your left foot forward, we're gonna step your right foot back, and instead of doing a curtsy lunge here, you're gonna keep that back leg straight, bending through your front knee. Take that front hand, swipe that back of the hand down the inside of the thigh, just start to open up, feeling a nice deep stretch through the right side body. You can also bend your elbow or take your hand to your chest, again, if the shoulder flexibility won't allow for a straight arm up. Pressing back up to standing, let's take the other foot back on a diagonal, bending gently through that front leg, equal weight in both. That front hand slides down the inner thigh of the leg that's in front, and you just reach up for a nice stretch. Get an opening up through the left side body, bend elbow or hand to chest here. Take one more breath in. And on the exhale, let's step back. Standing on one edge of your mat here, feet sit bones distance apart. Let's inhale to sweep the arms up. On the exhale, start to nod that chin to the chest, and as you round down here, take a moment to just bob, allowing the back to stretch and lengthen towards the floor. Maybe planting the fingertips and bending one knee and then the other, allowing the head to nod yes and shake no. Keeping those legs nice and long, start to walk those hands out. We're gonna hold it solid here in a nice plank, making sure that your elbows are facing the side. You've got those legs reaching back of your kneecaps lifting up, glutes squeezed, tailbone tucked, belly screwed in. Let's do a little tap, shoulder tap here. You might feel a little movement through the hips at first, trying to stabilize that as best you can. Feeling the core turn on and the shoulder girdle working into that stability. Let's take one more here. Planting the hands down, let's go for a little tricep. Push up as you go down. And then lifting your chest up, uncurling the toes, floating the thighs, but if that doesn't feel good, rest your thighs down and just let this be a passive extension through the back. Curling the toes under, nodding the chin, walking those hands back one at a time, rounding and rolling up and rolling the shoulders open. Standing nice and tall here, Opening those legs nice and wide with that external rotation in the legs, hands behind the head. Pressing your head gently into the hands, taking it straight down and pressing to come up. As you press to come up, think of pushing into those heels to activate those inner thighs, helping them zip the spine up towards the sky. Let's take a few more wide knees as you bend down, just so that they're in line with those toes. Let's take 2 more here. Last one, come down and hold. We'll do 6 pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the depth of that squat, nice and stable and strong through those legs. Inhale, feel lift and length through the spine, and on the exhale, start finding that long arch over to one side and back up. Long arch over to the other. Good, let's just take a few more here. And on the last one, turn those toes forward. Long spine as you come down, and then let everything relax. Good, from here I want you to bend one knee, pushing the hips back in space, feeling that stretch of the inner thigh, and then moving over to the other side. Remember to keep the weight in the heels here, moving nice and carefully as you just start to warm up the body. Good, on this last one, you can toe heel your way back to a nice parallel foot at hip width distance apart. I want you to slowly start to bend those knees, and keeping the belly on the thighs, lift the hips back up in space. One more like this. Good, and then from here we roll back up. Take a seat on your mat. We'll finish off with a little bit of rotation, finding a comfortable place to sit, even stacking some pillows under those sits bones if you need a little lift. Nice long spine here. Let's inhale the arms up, and on the exhale, find a deep rotation one side. That back hand can touch the floor or a pillow behind you. That front hand comes to the outside of the opposite thigh. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine, and an exhale to allow those obliques to twist you a little bit more open. Dropping that back shoulder blade down the back. And then from here, just let your arms be really loose, and notice how the spine wants to reset itself center. One more time to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, find that big twist around. Again, that front hand comes to the outside of the thigh, never holding onto the knee joint here. Relaxing and opening that back shoulder blade down the spine. Take an inhale to lengthen the vertebra, and on the exhale, obliques twist you a little bit deeper. Relax those fingers, wrists, arms, and elbows, and reset the spine forward. I hope that the body feels really good, just finding these little movements to move your spine and work into the joints, building a little bit of stability, but really mobilizing the body. From here, I hope you go on for the rest of your day or find time to wind down and relax. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.